Welcome back to Season 2 of the Viridian League. We've arrived at just 3 events to go. Starting us off from those last 3 final events is Event 14, Overtaking. We see the last brand new event of the season here. It's going to be a bracket style event, but we'll go more in depth how it all works in the demo reel later. Now, looking at the standings, Evergreen Oaks have an 11-point lead over second place in the Dune Dashers, who are once again just 9 points ahead of third place. Now, starting off the demo reel, the goal is to make an overtake on your opponent as much as you can. You can see here, starting us off in the offensive position will be our great team. Let's see if they can make an overtake on the brown team here. Let's see, and they will do it, which gives them a point. We're going to start speeding up the demo reel now. You need to get to 3 points to advance. Let's see. Great team having 2 points back to back, but can't make the attack work here. So now it's over to the brown team to make an offensive attack, but they can't make it stick. Now once again back to the great team for a successful defense, and they make a great move there in the slipstream to win our demo reel. Now we go to the first seat with Jungle from the Evergreen Oaks and Glass from the Court Roses starting us off. This bracket is based on the standing, so we have our championship leaders and last place facing off here. It's going to be our championship leaders, no surprise here, on the first offense. Let's see, they make an overtake here and they're going to stick in the first round, already points to them, and because of that they get to keep the attack. Let's see if they can score back to back here. Let's see, but Court Roses is doing a decent job here defending. Now it's their turn on the offensive. Let's see, closing in on Jungle there, but Jungle nudges them aside and blocks them elegantly, so it's once again their chance to attack. Let's see here, can they make the nudge work? But no, Glass just barely manages to stay ahead. This is very taxing it for all these teams, and ooh, great move there from Glass to stay in the strip scene from the Evergreen Oaks and score their first point here to tie the game. Let's see here, who would have a better line here, a bit of a slapstream, but then moves after having making the overtake. They go onto the defensive to secure that point, and although a close finish, they will score then there. Now ahead, they're gonna finish the game here. Let's see, yes they will. Glass from Court Roses managed to beat our championship leaders at Evergreen Oaks 3-1 in just 7 rounds. That is one of our tiebreak methods, how long many rounds it took, but a great last section there for Glass to take the winner. Now we go to the second heat. We have Jewel and Volcano. Let's see who will start on the offensive, and it's close, but Jewel gets it, which is actually rather disadvantageous for Volcano now because they have a very much distance, which allows Jewel to easily take the slipstream to get the first point of the match. Let's see here. Let's see, will they go back to back? They snudge them aside and will finish right ahead. Already at 2 points in the first 2 rounds. Let's see, can they go for a clean sweep here? Let's see, Volcano tries their best, but no. Jewel takes the slipstream and finishes 3-0 in just 3 rounds. Absolute demolition here from the John Jolts. Team Brimstone, not what they want to see in overtaking here. There will surely be deadless. Now Charm from the Snapdragons versus Awas from the Instruments in Heat 3. Let's see. Charm having a far better start, and they will take the offensive to start off here. Let's see how will Awas defend it, and it's not going well for Awas on other sides of the field, but Charm is just far better through all these slight obstacles which slow you down and create the slipstream effect. Let's see, but far better defense here for Awas. Even though the point down there now on the attack, they come close it back here. If they make the overtake, and it's looking like they will do that, and yes, a 1-1 tied already. Both teams have had great offensive. Let's see if Awas can get the lead here. Let's see, but no, Charm has better defense here, which gives it back to them. Let's see, will they make good use of this offensive? And it looks like it. They are once again ahead. They made the overtake for another point. They're just 1 point away on match point here. If they can make this overtake, which they will move on. Or can Awas make a comeback here? And no! Charm for the Snapdragons beats Awas here with 3-1 in just 6 rounds. They move on. Awas from Instruments unfortunately eliminated here. Now we go to the 4th heat with Silver from the Southern Skies and Popsicle from the Winter Mints. Very different seasons, these two. Southern Skies starting off very strong early on in the season. Winter Mints a bit more of a rise in the middle of the season. Let's see here. Winter Mints are on the first attack, but they can't make it stick. Now it's in the Southern Skies scored to score a point, but they need to make the overtake on the Winter Mints, and they can't get it done here, so it flips back around. Let's see if the Winter Mints can score a point here. Let's see, they nudge Silver aside, and they have a lead there. The security overtake, yes they do. That scores them a point. Let's see, They're once again on the attack. Let's see if they can go back to back. Oh, it's very close. They were slightly ahead, but Silver with all the energy just barely managed to stay in front and prevent a point from being scored. And it's looking like they're going to retaliate with a point here. Let's see. Popsicle just used all the energy that they had in the quick moment to try and make it another point, and that cost them a point here. Let's see if Silver can go back to back, but no. The course was just too small for that move that they had there. They were in the slipstream, but couldn't get it done. Now, Popsicle once again on the attack. Let's see. Can't make it stick here. Once again, good, decent defense here from Silver. Let's see. Although trying to use the slipstream, and they try their best as I say that, but can't get it done. Once again, back to Popsicle. We've seen a lot of back and forths this heat. This is going to be a very long one. Let's see. Popsicle, can they make a point? It's close, but no. Silver just barely defends. Now they are in the slipstream. Can they overtake Popsicle? It's very close, but great moves there from Popsicle to defend, not giving them an opening. Now Popsicle, of course, gets attack once again. Due to that, let's see if they can make it overtake. It's very close, and they just barely get it done. Getting their second point here. Silver tries to defend, but is just too shaken and loses it all here, and it's gonna be the decider. Popsicle moves on, 3-1 in a 12-round game. That's a relatively long round, so Silver still put up a fight, but it's not gonna be enough as Popsicle will move on. Now we go to the 5th heat. Rafe from the Nightshades and Canal from the Rainbirds, and off they go. Let's see here. Rafe looking like they'll take the offensive to start us off. Let's see. Canal trying to defend, but is nudged aside and just leaves an opening for Rafe to move through, getting their first point in the first round. A great start for Rafe, but it's not looking like they get their second point right here. So now it is Rainbird's turn to try and get a point here. Let's see. With some great moves there from Rafe. Let's see, it's very close, and Rainbird just can't quite get it done. So once again, it goes to the Nightshades. Let's see, but great defending here from the Rainbirds. That does not give an opening to the Nightshades at all. Let's see, it's once again their turn, but stuck in the corner. Nightshades trying to keep them there, and it's going to succeed. So they're once again on the attacking. Let's see, they have the offensive, but they're not quite. They are unable to pass the Rainbirds here, who just moved in to close their openings. Let's see, Rainbirds once again on the attack, but still a point behind. They need a score if they want to close in, and they're going to slightly nudge ahead just faster throughout the course there, and it's going to give them a point. Let's see, can they go back to back, and it's looking like it. It's very close. Can they make the overtake? And yes! Rainbirds once again ahead. They're on match point now. Can they close the game here in a 1-2-3 at the end? Let's see, they try their best, but no, not get it. They can't get it done here. Rafe once again on the attack, but now they're at disadvantage. They're a point behind. Let's see, but it's looking like they'll tie the game here with a great move there, and they will. It's 2 for 2. Both teams on the match, but Rafe has the attack here. Let's see, and they're gonna easily overtake it with a great slipstream move, and that's gonna be the decider. And Rafe from the Nightshades moves on in a 3-2 battle against Canal from the Rainbirds in just 11 rounds. That was a very exciting match we had there. Now we go to heat 6 with Astrid from the Couple Scopes and Chris from the Autumn Ashes, and off they go. Let's see. Chris better out of the gate. It's looking like they'll take the offensive to start. Let's see how will Asteroid defend against that. And ooh, that's not all good. Chris taking a bit of a slight slipstream, which just is good enough to move them ahead and score the first point. Let's see. Can Asteroid do better defending job here? Let's see. And it's looking like it, not giving Chris any opening, forcing them behind them. Very well done from Asteroid here. Let's see, they're now on the offensive, and it's looking like they'll score the first point here with doing the same move that Chris did in the first round. Let's see. Being stuck behind Crisp here. Let's see if they can make the overtake. And yes, they do a fake-up maneuver to score their second point in a row. Already on match point. Quite a flip-flop from what we thought this match would have been. And a great move there from Asteroid. Secures the win in only 5 rounds. Autumn Ashes may have won the first round, but Goals Scopes, once they had the offensive, did not let it go a single time. Great round from them there. Now, we go to the 7th heat. Acid from the Upstarts and Jet from the Supersonics. And off they go. Let's see here. Acid easily taking the offensive position here to start us off. Let's see. Ooh, not great move there from Jet. Just moving aside. And Acid is faster throughout the section to score a first point in the first round. Great start for them. And ooh, great slipstream there to nudge them aside. And it's looking like Acid's going to start the game with 2 points. Let's see. Already a match point. And they have a great liner. Jet just slow throughout. Not at all what they wanted to see. And it's an easy win here from Acid from the Avatards. A full clean sweep. 3 points in the first 3 rounds. Easy domination here. Jet from Supersonics not going to be happy with that at all. Now we go to the final of the heats. Gloaming from the Eve Towers versus Rocky from the Dune Dashers. And off they go. Let's see here. Gloaming starting us off on the offensive. Let's see. Can they score a pointer? But it's not looking like it. Rocky just a better start and great defending all throughout. They now take the offensive position. Let's see how will their attack go. Trying to nudge Gloaming aside. It's going to be very close and they do get a point. It was a photo finish there, but they do manage to nudge right ahead into the tube section of the scores. Let's see, but they can't recreate that same magic in this following round. Now Gloaming is once again on the attack. Let's see, but they're struggling to make it to come close to Rocky here. So Rocky once again on the attack. Still only 1 point, so a lot can still change. But they try and get an overtake. But Gloaming putting all the stops to not make that happen. Once again on the attack, but a great defending move here from Rocky, not giving them much of an opening, which gives it easily back to them for the offensive. Let's see. But struggling behind Gloaming in this round. So it's going to go back to Gloaming once again. A lot of back and forth this round as well. Let's see. Gloaming tries to make an overtake and it's very close, but just can't quite make it stick. No points for them here. Rocky now on the offensive once again. Let's see. Struggling a bit at the top. Getting into the slipstream, but not able to pass. Gloaming once again take the offensive. Both these teams are very even with each other so far. But not many have scored yet. One score from Rocky is all we've seen so far this round. Let's see, it's very close. Rocky tries it again, but just barely can't get it done. That was very tight. But because of that loss, now Gloaming has a free win here. As Rocky was all out of sorts due to that close finish. So E14 ties the game here and is on a point. But great defending here from Rocky is not going to get them. Let's see. So Rocky once again on the attack. Couldn't quite get that pinch that the Gloaming had a few rounds earlier. Let's see. But they have a great slipstream mover to make an overtake and score their second point. Now they're on match point and need just one more to win the game. Let's see. They're going to try and make a great slipstream overtake. An incredible move there from Rocky. Just overtake Gloaming on the last section of the course. It's going to decide the game here 3-1 in a whopping 15 rounds. That was an incredibly close match. And we can see here Canal gets the best of the rest due to the 2 points that they scored. Followed by Gloaming due to that line fee. Now, Jet and Volcano both absolutely destroyed. So it'll have to be a tiebreak. And it's looking like their coaches are trying to get the referees to give them a full match. And it looks like they will agree to that. Other teams happy to get a bit of a break, because this is a very taxing event. Now, Volcano and Jet here trying to get redemption, even if it's only for a single point. Let's see, Jet on the attack to start us off. Let's see here. Ooh, couldn't quite get it done, so now it's in Volcano scored. Let's see if they can make a move. They're in the slipstream, but great blocking there from Jet means they cannot make good use of it. Now Jet is once again on the attack. Let's see. And it's very close, and they just barely get the overtake at the last section of the course. First point goes to Jet, let's see. And due to that pinch, they managed to get a second point right after as well. They're already at match point. Let's see. Volcano now behind. They need to make sure Jet does not get that move. And a big surge of energy. Make sure that happens. Let's see. Volcano on the attack. They need a comeback. They need to get some points here. And it's looking like they'll have a good start here with the first point here. Just a better move there around Jet. Let's see, can they do it again? It's looking not like it. And yes, Jet on the attack with a great second defense after flubbing it the round before. Let's see. And a great slipstream gives them the speed, which is all they need to make the deciding here. They will move. They will get the best of Volcano here and get that single point. Now, this match has acted as a bit of a rest for these teams. Glass and Jewel are now right into it. Let's see if they have made good use of it. Of the rest as well. Let's see. Jewel will easily start us off. They have not lost a single round so far. Let's see. Will the trend continue? And it's looking like it. Just faster throughout this section. They score a point. Let's see. Right out of the gate. Let's see how well they respond here. Glass tries to block them, but the slipstream is just too strong. Jewel already at 2 points in the first 2 rounds. Let's see. They're going to try to get a second perfect game here. Let's see. But it's close, but just barely can't get it done. Which gives them a head start, but the slipstream is great for Glass, which means they're already at a point. It was a very tight finish, but the Jewel just couldn't quite get it done yet. Now, Glass on the attack once again. Let's see, can they tie the game here? And no, just Jewel is too far ahead now. They're on match point. They can make it happen here, and they're already ahead. Let's see, will they be the decider? And they can't quite make it stick. Glass, great comeback there to prevent advancement from Jewel. already. They are still in this match, but can't get a point here. So once again, Jewel just needs to overtake Glass here to move on. Let's see. They're in the slipstream, but it's too late. Glass, great defending there. Now, trying to see if Glass can make a comeback. They need to get a point here, but it's not going to happen. Once again, Jewel scored to finish this match. Let's see here. Not at all in the slipstream, and it's too far late. Glass blocks them there, and once again, it's in Glass has scored to make a comeback. Let's see, can they score a point here? And it's close, but no. Jewel on the match point. Let's see, they're slightly ahead, but they can't make it stick. Let's see, can they come back? And no. This is a bad lot back and forth, especially for a match that looked like it would be over in the first 3 rounds. Glass has put up quite a defense, and they have a great slipstream move there to tie the game. They're on match point as well. Let's see, they can make a comeback here, and yes, they're ahead of Jewel. They need to hold it out, and they will. Glass from the Quartz Roses will come back here and advance over Jewel for the John Jots. An incredible round here. 3-2 for them in just 14 rounds. Great comeback from Glass there. That's what you want to see in this event. Now, Charm and Popsicle, see if they can deliver just as exciting a match here. Let's see, Popsicle looking like they'll start off on the attack. Did the offensive position. Let's see, they try to nudge ahead. They just barely can't get it done. They were a bit ahead, but just did not have the momentum to keep it going. Great defending from Charm to make sure they didn't score a point. Let's see if they can do what Popsicle couldn't, and not in this round. Popsicle once again on the attack. Let's see, but Charm trying their best to block, but Popsicle trying their best to come back, but can't quite get it there. A bit of an iffy entry here, but both teams are in a decent position. But Charm just pushes the Popsicle side and secures the first point of the match. Now, Popsicle needing to ensure they don't get a second if they want to stay in this game realistically. Although we saw quite the comeback last round, so anything can still happen until it is decided. Let's see. Popsicle trying to get tie the game in. It's looking like they will. Just better throughout the pack section here. Then Charm, let's see if they can make it back-to-back point here. And it's not looking like it. Charm was just faster. They used a lot of energy in the last round. Let's see. Charm now in a tight game, hoping to close in on Popsicle, but Popsicle just blocking them elegantly. Let's see, they were once again on the attack, trying to push Charm aside, and they are ahead. But let's see, it's not looking like they'll stick. It's very close. It was a photo finish, but they couldn't quite make it stick. Now, Charm has a great line here to make an overtake, and that was crucial for them. Now they're in the lead. A very damaging run from Popsicle, and especially if they're going to stay behind, it's going to give the win to Charm here. Popsicle was looking very strong until a very unfortunate bounce, which just gave it to the Sladwigans in a 1-2. They will move on here. Now we go to the third quarterfinal. Wraith and Asteroid facing off. Let's see, Wraith had a great comeback. Meanwhile, Asteroid had some great domination when they were on the offense. Let's see who of these two teams will come out on top. Let's see, Wraith on the attack first. Let's see here. And they can't make it stick now. It's down to Asteroid. Of course, being on the attack is a bit of a disadvantage for making the overtake, but that's what makes this event all the more interesting. You need to do better than your opponent, and not just by a little bit to score that point. Let's see. Both teams having successfully defended. Wraith tries to do their best in the slipstream, and they can get it done. Great work there from Wraith to score the first point of the match. Now, Asteroid, let's see if they can learn from that mistake. And yes, they do. Elegantly defended there. Now, trying to score a point are they as well, but they're just slower through the pack section. They can't make it done. Wraith, great section there. Just too fast for Asteroid, and they once again show that same speed here to get their second point already. Asteroid on quite a back foot, but they can make a comeback if they just keep defending here and take the offensive position. They have it now, but they need to score here if they want to keep it rolling. If they want to get a comeback going, and they can't get it done here, so they need to once again defend this match point from the late stage here. Let's see, Wraith trying to nudge him aside, but can't get it done in time. Now Asteroid need to make a move here if they want to stay in this game long term. Let's see, and they can't get it done here. So once again, just battling to not lose the match here, right here, and it's not looking good for them. Nightshades have made the overtake, and Asteroid cannot get back in time to prevent the point. Nightshades move on with 3-0 in just 11 rounds. Great work from them here in this round. Now we go to the last quarterfinal. We have Acid from the Appletarts versus Rocky of the Dune Dashers, and off they go. Let's see here. It's looking very close. We'll get the offensive to start, and it will be the Appletarts. Let's see, Rocky on the defensive but not doing a good job here. They're looking very similar. It's very close, and Aztec from Avatar just barely nudges ahead. So they take a first point in the first round. Let's see, and they're gonna take a second here with a great slipstream push aside. Now let's see if they can finish the match in just 3 rounds. This is not what Rocky wants to see. They need a good defense here, and they will do it. So now it's their attacking turn. Let's see here, trying to nudge Aztec to the side. It's gonna be very close, and they just barely get it done on time. Now they're just 1 point behind. Let's see. They are on the attack. They just need to close in here. It's going to be very close. And they just, ooh, a very close finish. But they get it done. But because of that pinch, they're in a very beneficial position to just win the match here. And they will do that. 3-2 in 6. A reverse sweep from Rocky here. Not what the Avatars wanted to see. They had a great start, but couldn't quite get the defending on point, which is what made the difference here. Let's see. Jewel, Acid, Popsicle, and Asteroid sorted in that order. Meanwhile, Wraith, Charm, and Rocky, Nitrous, Centaurus, Doondash, 3 contenders still in with a 12 finish from Jungle here. It's looking very promising for the championship. Now, we had to the semifinals first. Glass from Quartz Roses versus Charm from Bergens. Only one of these can move to the final. Let's see. It's looking like Charm will take the offensive first. Now, how will they use it? It's not looking like they'll make use of it in this first round, no. So it goes to Charm here to make a comeback, or rather to show them how it's done, but they can't do it either. Once again, goes to the Quartz Roses to make a charge. Let's see, and they have a great slipstream move to just push Charm aside and keep the momentum to make an overtake. Let's see, can they do it again? It's looking like it, but oh, it's very close, and they just barely hold on to the overtake. Charm tried their best to struggle back, but couldn't make it done. Let's see, Charm, once again, effortlessly overtaken by Glass here. 3 points after only a single back and forth. Shows their dominance in this event so far. Great run-in from Glass. Just great slipstream moves to move aside from their opponent with some fake outs as well. Now we go to the second grand final. Wraith and Rocky here. Let's see who will take the offensive first, and it will be Wraith. Let's see, but Rocky has a far better line here. Let's see, can they defend it? And yes, they do. Great defending there from Rocky, even when Wraith managed to get the slipstream. Let's see, can they come back here? Let's see, and no. Wraith is just faster throughout here. Now, let's see. Rocky is faster, but now Wraith has seen the slipstream, but no openings to make an overtake. So the attack goes once again to Rocky, and they have a great line here. They're slightly ahead, but they can't make it stick. So no point for the Dune Dashers. And once again, Wraith is on the attack. Let's see here who they are in the slipstream, but great blocking from Rocky means they can't get by. Now, oh, a great shove aside from Rocky here. It's looking like they'll score the first point of the match, and they will. Just in the slipstream, pushing their opponent aside. Let's see, they try the same thing, but Rocky has learned from their mistakes in the last round, and they just barely managed to protect from that attacking, from that move. So they're once again on the attack. Let's see, and they're slightly ahead already. They've made the overtake. They just need to make it stick, and they do. The game is tied. 1 point for both marbles. Let's see. Wraith tries to push Rocky aside, but can't get it done. Meanwhile, Rocky once again on the attack. They have an opportunity to take the lead here, and it's very close. They were ahead in this round, but they can't make the overtake stick. Not dominant enough round. Let's see. Meanwhile, Wraith shows them how it's done in the slipstream. Pushes Rocky aside to score their second point, and they are match point. They need just one more to move on to the final. Let's see. They can't get it done here, so now it's down to Rocky to make the comeback. Let's see. Not at all in the slipstream, and it's looking like it's too late for them. Now, Wraith once again on the offensive. This is their opportunity to make a move for that win. Let's see. Then they again can't get it done here. So once again, this is Rocky's chance to make the comeback happen here. Let's see. They need just 1 point to be in a favorable position, but they can't happen. It doesn't happen here. Once again, Wraith just needs to overtake to get the advancement, and they have a great line here. Meanwhile, Rocky struggles a bit, and that's gonna be the decider. Nightshades move on to the final. It took 16 rounds, but a 3-1 victory is what they wanted to see. Dune Dashers can still battle for bronze though. No break for them. Charm was demolished last round. Let's see who will come out on top. Let's see who will take the first offensive, and it's looking like Rocky will be the one in that position. Let's see, can they make the overtake? It's very close, and it's looking like they will start off great here. getting a first point in the first round. Great move for them. Let's see, will Charm have learned anything from their mistake in that round? And they do. They just barely defend the second point for them, but now they're on the attack. They can tie the game if they score a point here. Will they? And ooh, not this time. Now Rocky, their chance to grow the lead even more. Let's see here, but not a good round for them. Just quite a bit behind Charm all throughout. Let's see, can Charm make the comeback here? They try their best, and they do get it with a great fake out in the slipstream to move beneath the Rocky. Let's see if they can do a better defense here. Yes, they do. Nudging Charm into the corner, not giving them any options. Now they're on the attack. They need just 2 points to win. Let's see, and it's very close. They just barely get the overtake on the last section. Let's see. Ooh, and they have a better line here, better speed, which is a free overtake for them. Charm can't get it done. They win here in the last rounds with a 1-2. Rocky van the Doendashers will secure the bronze. Great match between these two, but Rocky just nudging it out here. Great for that team. Now, Glass from the Court Roses and Ray from the Nightshades in the final. And off they go. Let's see here. It's looking like Glass will start us off here with the offensive. They've been great throughout this defense, but so is the Nightshades. Let's see who will come out on top. Let's see, very close to taking a point, and they do. They're just faster throughout for the Nightshades to handle. Let's see, get Nightshades. They have a better defense here. Let's see, and yes, they do. It's their chance now to get some points on the board. Now, let's see. Not at all in the slipstream, though. This is not a good round for the Nightshades at all. A very big distance between the defending Court Roses. Now, Court Roses once again on the attack, nudging Wraith aside from the slipstream, getting their second point already. This is looking like a blowout if they can get their last point here. Let's see. It's very close, and they just barely nudge them aside, and yes, they will! Glass from Court Roses in just 5 rounds demolishes Wraith for the gold in the 3-0 finale. Great work here from the Quartz Roses, who desperately need this gold medal as they sit in last. But still, Wraith in second, Rocky in third, and Charm in fourth will be great for the championship standings with Evergreens only in 12. Let's see how that shakes the standings in a bit. Great work from Quartz Roses here. And with that goal, the Court Roses managed to stay in contention as 15th and 16th place Rainbirds and Eve Tadors are out of it already. They're eliminated from winning the championship. But looking at the top of the standings, we can see Evergreen Oaks and Doendashers are tied on points for first, with the Nightshades just 4 points behind. The championship is finally heating up with just 2 events to go. First of which, obstacle course. See you then.